Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, September 16th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. All right, the Annapolis Songwriters Festival started out wonderfully for me, but a wrenched ankle on the way back to my car on Saturday kept me away for Saturday night and Sunday, and also the Maryland Seafood Festival, so I'm bummed. But the ASF was amazing, and reports from the Seafood Fest are equally as great, so congrats to Ram's Head and ABC Events. Alas, it is Monday, I'm hobbling around, and we do have some news. So, shall we? A man has died after being shot at the Arundel Mills Mall parking lot on Friday night. The Anne Arundel County Police responded to the incident at around 10:24 p.m. and discovered the victim, an adult male, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was transported to a nearby hospital but was pronounced dead just over an hour later. Homicide detectives are investigating, though no information has been released regarding the suspects or the motive behind the shooting. However, police do believe it was a targeted shooting. The victim's identity is pending upon notification of his family. This shooting marks the 8th homicide in Anne Arundel County this year. Not particularly local, but definitely of concern. Several beaches along Maryland's coast, including Assateague State Park and Ocean City, have been closed due to medical waste, including hypodermic needles, washing ashore. The source of the waste remains unknown, but officials have deemed the situation serious, particularly in light of rough seas and health concerns. Beach access remains restricted to prevent exposure, with Ocean City Emergency Services advising visitors to avoid the water and wear shoes on the beach. While Assateague's campgrounds and boardwalks remain open, swimming and wading are prohibited. Cleanup efforts are underway, but it is unclear when the beaches will reopen. Leadership Anne Arundel has launched its flagship class of 2025 with 48 participants from across the county, and this group of nonprofit, government, and business leaders reflects the region's diversity and will engage in a 10-month program aimed at fostering community leadership. The program began with a 2-day retreat and will continue with monthly sessions covering topics like economic development, education, public safety, and the environment. They will also do a class project that will benefit local organizations. The public is invited to meet that flagship class at the kickoff on September 25th at the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park. You can find out information at leadershipannearundel.org. And I will say that I am a proud graduate of the class of 2021. So if anybody has any questions or wants some insight to the program, maybe you're thinking about it, reach out to me. I am more than happy to chat. Our weekly poll last week asked you about the top 3 Main Street restaurants, and surprisingly, they were all very, very tight. Chicken Roost came out on top, followed by Cafe Normandy and Dry 85. Those were the top 3, and thanks to the 1,000-plus people that responded. This week, we do want to know your opinion on Annapolis and Anne Arundel County officials taking a road trip to Sweden to study electric ferries. The polls are posted weekly on the front page of eyeonannapolis.net in the upper right-hand corner, and there is a link to the closed polls as well, so you can check out the answers of stuff we've asked in the past. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Rock, who was a really big-eared, purebred German Shepherd that's looking for you to give him a forever home. If not, give that a listen, then give the SPCA a call and get your application going. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with Joe and Ashley from Maxed Out Fitness, and it was really good to run into them at the Citizen Cope Show on Friday night at City Dock. So do check out that pod as well. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's daily news brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and MacMedics. Ann Covington is here with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is also here with the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, September 16th. It was another incredible couple of weather days over the weekend across the Annapolis region, but the nearly 2-week stretch of perfect weather is over, and we'll now see several days of clouds, cooler temps, and a chance for some rain. Look for highs today in the mid to upper 70s with cloudy skies and a breezy northeast wind as Tropical Storm Helene comes ashore along the South Carolina coast later today, which will help keep winds breezy tomorrow and Wednesday, and also bring a chance of rain to the region each day as Helene's center of circulation moves northwest into the Shenandoah Valley, with temperatures then staying in the 75 to 80 degree range, 4 p.m. highs Tuesday and Wednesday, with more upper 70s and maybe lower 80s Thursday and Friday, with an ongoing chance of showers and storms both days. As for the weekend, clouds and a few showers could linger in the skies above the Annapolis region Saturday before mixed skies return Sunday, with highs both days in the mid-70s or so. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Anne Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Anne Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The markets rebounded last week, reminding us again that short-term volatility is normal and investing is a long-term proposition. That said, short-term volatility offers investors with money outside of retirement accounts a great opportunity for tax loss harvesting. While buy low, sell high is still the overall goal of investors, selling stocks while they are at a loss can create tax savings. I know, you may be wondering why you want to sell your investments to purposely lose money. But say that you purchase Spacely Sprockets stock for $100 a share, and due to the short-term irrationality of the market, it drops to $75 a share. If you or your advisor is looking for loss harvesting opportunities on a daily basis, you can sell your Spacely Sprockets and realize a $25 per share loss. The proceeds from the sale are used to purchase another investment. If the entire industry is affected, perhaps you can buy Cogswell Cogs for $75 a share instead. Or you buy a sector fund that invests in the industry overall. Another option is to wait 31 days and repurchase Spacely Sprockets. If you're worried that selling Spacely Sprockets and buying Cogswell Cogs would upset your portfolio, a research paper published in 1986 called Determinants of Portfolio Variability by Brinson, Hood, and Biebauer concluded that 90% of a portfolio's volatility comes from overall asset allocation rather than individual stock selection. So, selling one stock and purchasing another within the same asset class should not change the overall risk level of your portfolio. It's usually not a good idea to sell out when the market is down. That's when you buy high and sell low. Here, we're staying invested. We're just taking advantage of volatility to reposition investments and realize losses for tax purposes. Eventually, you'll have to pay taxes on any gains. Because of inflation, $1 saved today is worth more than $1 spent in the future. In addition, you can write off $3,000 of capital losses against ordinary income, which is a more valuable deduction, as ordinary income is taxed at a higher rate than capital gains. If you want to receive the maximum advantage here, it's important to look at your investments throughout the year and not just in December. Losses don't just occur at the end of the year. Your action item this week is to clean out your closet. Donate or consign your old fall and winter clothes. And if you have a sweater or two, we're participating with just one sweater as a drop-off location. Come see us at 67 West Street, Suite 200 to drop off your sweaters. Be sure to check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to register for our upcoming events. Covington Alsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only. It is not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments are all risk, unless otherwise stated, are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Anne Covington with Covington Alsina.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.